Hi friends. So I'm looking at all these decks that I have got, and I remember some of them are really impulse buys. Okay, and now they are just sitting like that, unused. I even forget that I have that I have them. So you are being advised to not be impulsive, especially when it comes to spending your money, investing your money. Take a pause, think, do I really need this? Chances are you need it in the moment and then you don't really need it. So give yourself a break. Oh, you're giving yourself a break. Nothing is happening in the romance front. I see a lot of silence. Who will break the silence first? Who will? Not everything is well because somebody refuses to melt. It's making things confusing for you because you don't know where you stand. It's getting difficult for you to focus on your self-healing or getting much done. You feel resentful, but you know what? There is a miracle behind it all, which is that you will understand that this is a necessary loss that you need to go through, grieve and heal. Okay? Strangely, this will get you into activating your sacral chakra, getting creative. But you're not seeing that right now. You're too stressed. You're worrying about nothing. Someone said something to you or you said something to someone, and that is the reason why things have fallen apart. You seem to have lost your power with this person. A power you kind of took for granted, or rather a power you didn't see this happening between you two. A blockage of communication is such a difficult thing. Of course, you have trust issues because of that. Yeah, you have trust issues. And finally, you are no longer in the mood to keep waiting for somebody else to bring you any happiness. You're not allowing anybody to take over your power, although that is what happened. I don't know if you were planning a family or something, but it's not happening because one person is missing. Yeah, no collaboration, so no union. And finally, you realize that somebody has made this a conscious choice. It's put you in a back foot, and you have learnt your lesson. And you have understood that this really means that you need to focus elsewhere. Okay, not on this person, but maybe you need to give somebody else who is very much on the horizon a chance. This seems very ruthless, especially when you're not even done with the breakup yet. But you know deep in your heart, you need somebody who at least meets the bare minimum that you require in a relationship. So, you may be pissed off, okay? But finally, you know, if you don't matter to the person, you can't force it. Now you're realizing it, that the person, people who love invest in the other person. If they love you, they invest in you. Their time, energy, money. Seriously, if somebody is withholding all this, they don't love you. These are hard lessons. Nobody tells you these. When you tell others, they say, oh, you're being so selfish and you don't know what love is, and etc. etc. But seriously, there comes a point in time when you realize that if a person loves you, they show it to you in many different ways. They don't leave you in doubt. Okay? Forget that you are not in doubt. People who know both of you or who know you will not be in doubt that you are well loved by the other person. It shows when you are loved. Yeah, see, it shows when you are loved. Okay? Because there is a glow to you when you are loved properly. There is a sense of stability that comes to even men. Okay, not just women. They look more stable when they are in a proper loving relationship. And this is what has happened between the two of you. You are finally realizing that you are better off without this person. Seriously, you are better off without this person. You need someone who really loves you. If you keep on hanging on to people who don't love you, you are not giving the people who love you a chance to come in. And the most important I said, okay, maybe there is something there. The more important person whose love is you really need is your own self. When you love yourself, all other loves, whichever the relationship may be, falls into place. Those who need to be there are there. Those who don't need to be there are gone. And that's the way it is. It is for your highest good. I also feel somewhere this person was trying to keep you small in ways that made you feel very suffocated and disconnected you from your better self, I would like to say. Okay? They stifled you. They did stifle you. Look at that. With no love, what is passion? No passion where there is no love. And the sad part is that your heart is broken, but the other person is doing very well, and you know it, which is hurting you a lot and shows how immature, naive you were to believe in a love that never demonstrated itself in its fullness. Okay? You are the kind of person who likes to be in a pack, in a family, in a relationship. It's not happening. It's not happening. The other person is not even, the other person is withholding telling you what it is. I think that is even worse. They just take you so much for granted, they don't even break up with you properly. It's almost as if they torture you till you break up with them. And torture need not be that they abuse you or something. Torture is just that they don't pick up your calls, they don't message you, they don't ask about you. You're the one putting in the efforts, constantly trying to connect with them and stay connected to them, trying to present a united front when it is just a single girl's party all the way. Yeah. I think you were always very fearful of losing this love because you gave it a lot of importance. In the sense, it may have come in your time when you thought this is such a big blessing. That is why when the other person's attention started to peter down, you were like, this can't be happening. This relationship is divinely given to me, so this can't be happening. But it happens. Sometimes a person comes into your life as a big blessing for a short period of time because, well, maybe you do have a tie with them, a karmic give and take, or maybe it is just that your soul needs it at that time and the help arrives in the form of this person. But once the purpose of the relationship for your highest good is served, then things do fall apart and people get out of your life, you get out of people's lives. Yeah, you would have loved them to be addicted to you. You're a very passionate person, but nothing of the sort was happening there. Hmm. You are not important to this person at all. They paid you no attention. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm triggering you. Oh my god, I went on and on because I was just looking up and just channeling. Sorry, so sorry. I hope this is not hurting you too much or triggering you in a bad way. I feel I'm channeling for somebody who is strong enough and in some ways has already kind of healed, not completely, kind of healed. At least you are willing to look at things as they are and not be in denial anymore. Yeah. They never mirrored the love that you so much gave. And this is your divine protection. You're not seeing it. You have, in some ways, now you are in a position to say no. Because now you've decided, even if the person comes back, having understood what you mean to this person, you are going to say a no. Good for you. Yes, I think intuitively you have been getting this, that you need to love yourself more than you love that person. And this is no longer a secret for you. Temptation, forbidden fruit, obsessed. I would say you are kind of obsessed with that person because you don't have any clarity and proper closure. But I'm telling you, being obsessed with getting the answers from that person is not really going to help you. It only feels as if it's going to help you. Travel may have been involved in your relationship. Travel may be the reason why there is so much distance between you two. So the distance is not just emotional, it's also physical, is what I'm getting. You broke the bond, or they broke the bond, and just as a. I think he didn't even put up a fight. He didn't even try to salvage the relationship. It was like, okay, forgiveness will have to be worked on because you need to do the forgiveness work. If you're going to cut cords with him, you need to do it all the way through. Okay? Don't let this block your heart chakra so much. Okay? You really did not see this coming in some ways, yeah. Maybe you saw it coming, but you kept denying it. You found this person very sneaky and deceptive, but you kept overlooking it. I wouldn't know if the person was married or you are married or there is a past, someone's marriage over here. Sometimes if we have been married or the other person has been married, let's say, we carry those wounds and traumas, So sometimes we may be toxic to other people without realizing it because we have been hurt that badly. This is not an excuse for anyone or even for yourself. It's just I'm highlighting the work that needs to be done. Yeah. You felt so out of balance, no stability in the relationship. Harsh words may have been spoken. No laughter, no fun. After a lot of denial, finally, it dawned on you. I keep getting you may have been friends with this person. Okay? It may have started with friendship or it may be a work relationship. Ego issues. If it was a work relationship, I hope this person has not taken advantage of whatever happened between you two or did not happen between you two to oppress you in any way. Okay? To block your creativity, to block your success, your promotion. Yeah, I feel that person may have done these things, Must have been jealous of your beauty, must have noticed other people are interested in you. Well, they are not interested, but they will definitely not allow others also to do anything for you. Don't let your guard down where this person is concerned. Okay, don't let them don't let them hypnotize you with their knowledge and talk and see work connection, knowledge and talk. You may have common friends and those relationships are also going for a toss. All in all, I would say you're still doing fine, in spite of everything. Because I think, in a strange way, have you noticed when some people go out of our life, we become wealthier? Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Because we don't connect it to other people. But if there are wrong people in your life, even somebody who's too envious of you, whether that be a family, a parent, a sibling, whoever, doesn't matter, they can really evil eye us consciously, unconsciously, intentionally or unintentionally. And jealousy, God protect me from jealous people. Seriously, jealousy can be a fuel for you to really improve yourself and become a better at whatever it is that you are jealous of the other person. It indicates your desire, but people don't want to put in the efforts, or they have their own limitations and beliefs and they stew in it, and they are so jealous that the only thing they love to do is to block the other person. Yeah, but the most beautiful thing is you have freed yourself, and by that you have freed your wealth. Who knows, this person was really draining your resources, draining your connections, draining your resources. May have, I don't want to say it, but maybe you found this person being prejudiced towards you. Okay, but you are the divine feminine, and you have stepped into your power by calling the shots. Whether they broke up with you, you broke up with them, whatever it is, this one's over. Okay, and you are mature enough to see the blessing that has come with it, breaking up. Many times breakups are really the best things that happen to you, but we realize this only in retrospect, don't we? When we are going through that shit and people tell us, oh, it's good and blah blah, you really don't want to hear any of that crap from people. After all, it's you who is going through it. But always in retrospect, you will see those who left you, that was only for your highest good. This is a pretty triggering one. I'll put in a warning, and I'm sorry I didn't caution at the start. See, that's what. You are investing in yourself. You're a goddess. You're investing in yourself. Wow. And this has triggered your greatest growth, I would say. Okay? You have made some decisions, some tough one. And you have looked at what you were not looking at. And one of the things that you were not looking at was your finances. Okay? And now you're paying attention with a sharp eye to your money, because all miracles happen when you stop being angry about things. You release the anger and fall in love with yourself, and not look at anybody else for the love that you know you deserve, because you're so worth it. Yay! I'm happy for you. Don't forget to love yourself even for a moment. Every moment you matter. Okay? Love yourself unconditionally. Accept yourself exactly as you are. I love you. I love myself. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.